One of the country's biggest banks has noticed that consumers are starting to pull back. Bank of America Chief Executive Brian Moynihan told CNBC that the bank has seen a sharp slowdown in consumer and small business spending in the last year. Well, this year, consumer spending only rose 3.5% compared with an uptick of 10% in May. And Moynihan credits consumers with becoming more careful about expenses, taking time to shop at multiple stores to find the right deal. He expects the Fed to cut rates later this year and thinks that we could be headed for a period of very slow economic growth. It's interesting, Dave, between the individual consumer, the American household, and small businesses, higher interest rates for more than a year now have really taken a toll, and it's becoming harder and harder. And finally, we are starting to see some of that data show up.
It's nice to hear Moynihan speak like Americans, and this is a direct quote. You know what? I'm being careful, slowing things down. That's how he characterizes the American consumer, and that's what I hear across the spectrum from people, just taking a closer look.
Right.
They're being more discerning now than they were 6 months ago. And he said, look, that number is only what it is largely because of travel and entertainment. He's saying that's basically propping consumer spending up, and that's what we're seeing. Another nice takeaway, he does not believe we're headed towards a recession. Most bank CEOs felt that we were about 6 months ago.
And that would be the so-called soft landing, as we've been covering.
So maybe a good Fed story here.